2015. And I did the local, stage, local show, and won that. And then I always wanted to be Miss Michigan. So I competed in Miss Michigan. I came in second, and rightfully so. So I just that was a goal that I couldn't get out of my mind. And so the following year in 2016, I competed in Miss Michigan and won, which allowed me to go on to nationals.
Mm-hmm. And you competed. You got your pro card. When did you get your pro card?
16.
All right. And what was that show?
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you got it at North Americans, or was it a?
Oh, I ended up getting it at the Masters, Pittsburgh Masters.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
what's that? What was that experience like? That day when you find out when you officially became a IFBB pro.
Unreal. It was unreal. I was so, because for so long that was my goal. I was so focused. Anything I had to do, I did. I would write little notes with dry erasers on every mirror of my house. I'd put little stick figures with gold medals, all over my mirrors. And every day I just affirmed it. I was going to become a professional female bodybuilder. And so I did 2 age groups when I won my pro, and I placed first and then second. So in 2 different age groups. So I won my pro card in 2 different age groups. And I remember the first card I won, it's on my Instagram. I think I just put my head in my hands, and I think I started crying. It was unbelievable. All the sacrifice, the hard work, paid off. Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff is it's really a tough sport, especially
It
for
is.
women,
It is.
because there's so much sacrifice. It's mentally, physically,
Yeah.
financially, emotionally draining. And and like I said, you started around about the mid '80s, and
Yeah.
the sport has really evolved over time. Like you were women's bodybuilding, now you're physique.
Yes.
What do you see as competitor that kind of makes the sport really stand out for you?
Well, first of all, bodybuilding is a very selfish sport. So you have to realize that going in. You cannot have any distractions, whether it's family, friends. I'm a trauma nurse. I work 12-hour days. After my shift, I would go to the gym. What stands out now is that they're getting better. People are getting bigger, better. Um, back in the 80s, like Corey Everson, when she was winning, that was not really considered bodybuilding nowadays. You know what I mean? But I think it's evolved into a very women are a little bit bigger, harder.
It's it's the same with any other sport. Like if you go back to how football started, the
Yeah.
guys used to wear the leather pigskins on the head, the leather helmets, and then you look at the guys now in the NFL.
Right.
You look at any sport. It's an evolution, especially women's bodybuilding. How it evolved from Corey to Linda to Iris to Andrea, and it's really like anything. Either this is it's a saying: you either evolve or you die. That's kind of the
It
mindset of it
is.
sometimes. But yeah.
Yeah. You have to keep up, or you're going to
Mhm,
be left behind for sure.
mhm.
And then female bodybuilding was never in any shows. It's only up until recent years that it's become, great again, and become, it is what it is. And I think every year it's becoming bigger. A lot of the girls that are in physique have switched over to female bodybuilding. So that group is just getting bigger and bigger as
Mhm.
far as the number of women competing.
Yeah, because I remember wasn't that long ago. It was a show that was very popular back in the day. Was Miss International, which was part of the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. And then actually it predated the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic, but because the show originally was they had to change it because it wasn't doing so well. But then they called it was I think it was called the Columbus Sports Festival, and
Okay.
yeah, it was Miss International was part of that, and then Arnold bought it and made it the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic, and then he decided it was 2013 to kick out women's bodybuilding, you know, and then he turns around and that long ago he kicks out physique and figure from Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm just like I said, I'm a fan of Arnold. I watch his movies, and then Arnold and Schwarzenegger and the Donald and it's Donald Pullman and the Donald with the chopper and Dylan, you bastard, you know. But then his politics would come down to women, female bodybuilding. I'm not a fan of. I'm not
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and someone told me that they thought they were not doing women's physique in a couple of the shows, the bigger shows. I didn't hear that. So,
Well, this has happened because just this year, the show that was St. Louis Pro, lady I interviewed a while back, Marika Jones, she's the last woman to win the title for women's physique. Next year they're going to add wellness in its place. Just saw also a lady who I interviewed also recently, Yvonne Pennington, posted that the Legion Sports Festival dropped women's physique because they can't get promoters for the women's physique division. A friend of mine, he was there. He competed in men's bodybuilding, and he was talking to the guy. He said like he want to see what he can do, try to get women's bodybuilding on. They say it's like $20,000 to get women's bodybuilding onto that show.
wow.
And just announced, Sid Gillen mentioned in her social media that Triple O Dynasty, they're dropping women's physique because they don't have somebody to sponsor that.
Wow.
Yeah. So, we have somebody coming here, my man, Emmanuel L. Shout out to Emmanuel L. He says, hi, Miss Pardee. Nice to meet you. I don't mean to pry, but where can I follow you? I want to follow and support your journey. Well,
Thank you.
Emmanuel, if you want to follow her link's in the description to her IG. It's in the description. I always put in the description. You guys watching the videos, guys, be nice, be respectful to this lady. No D pics. Stop it. Get some help. Don't do I like Kristi. I've become lazy. Tell me some crazy shit. Guys will do crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's just no one wants to see your Tom Thumb, your little wiener. No one wants to see
Well,
that.
plus, I'm a nurse. I've seen more D than I need to see. So, what you have, I've probably seen before. So,
Yeah, I think some guys want to get questions. Well, as we did, you mentioned her social media. We're gonna do this. We're gonna jump into her IG for a bit, and like I said, you want to follow her, you can follow her on social media platforms. Here it is. We're looking at some stuff here, and you ride a motorcycle, huh?
I do. I have a Harley. I love
Yeah.
it. I love my
Yeah.
Harley.
And how long you been riding?
Oh, 30 years.
Yeah, look like you have fun. I never been
Oh
on a
my
motorcycle in
God,
my
I
life.
love it.
I never been in one in my life. I couldn't. I like something with, like around me with doors and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here you are training.
Yeah.
And what's the thing you feel like, especially your training, the thing you work on the most, the thing you really have to make improvements on?
Probably my glutes. I really have worked hard this off season to get my glutes and legs up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a process. Everybody has to be well all put together, and
Yes.
It's a lot of work here.
It is a lot of work.
Here we got a little commentary from you.
Oh yeah, I was in New Orleans.
Yeah. Who's that gentleman?
Oh my God, I'm such a social butterfly. I was going up to everybody. I didn't care.
Yeah.
There's a couple pictures.
Yeah. You have a good time?
Oh my gosh, I had the best. I love New Orleans.
I know my sister, she used to go there a couple of times. I never went, I didn't have the time. I was always working, I was busy, but I'm thinking about doing a little traveling. And here's some pictures of you more. And you have a impressive physique,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And what was your last competition?
That one right there.
The Power and Grace.
Yeah.
I think that show is gone now. I don't think they carry it anymore. It's not on demand.
Really?
Yeah, it's not. No, if you look, because I think that sent you the link. The link's not finished yet. They hadn't finished all the shows yet.
Okay.
They're still working on some of them. Because I think somebody told me it's going to be like after Christmas before we see the rest of the shows pop up. Because even the Olympian's not on this. We're just jumping right here.
He's a motivational speaker that was based